cost of living. It is the #1 issue for Canadian voters across all demographics. And in response, each party leader is making affordability pitches a central theme to their campaigns. An RBC survey from January found that nearly half of Canadians believe they will never be able to get ahead financially. Half. And the Liberals, Conservatives, and the NDP are making promises that are aimed directly at trying to ease those concerns, from income tax cuts to increased support for seniors. So with a closer look at what the major parties are all offering so that you can help decide where to place your vote, we're joined this morning from Montreal by Moshe Lander. He's the Senior Lecturer of Economics at Concordia University. Good morning.
Good morning.
Let's start with the Liberals' affordability pitch. Here's what it looks like. The party is promising to cut income taxes for the lowest bracket by 1%, end the 6-month employment insurance waiting period for workers who receive severance pay, and increasing the guaranteed income supplement for seniors by 5% for 1 year. So who would benefit the most from these policies?
Well, there's a little bit in there for everybody, right? The 1% tax cut is for working people. The EI is for unemployed people, and the GIS is for retired people. So they're trying to hit a key demographic in each case with a little bit of goodies for them. I don't know that anything that they're offering is enough to solve cost of living issues, but I also feel that they're a little bit constrained because they have that big deficit sitting behind them. And you saw that as soon as they came out with their costed package on the weekend, within minutes, the Conservatives were attacking them for adding huge amounts of spending. So they're going to have to watch what they do. Look to be doing something, but don't go overboard.
Yeah, speaking of costed plans, we learned that today the Conservatives will be releasing those, so I know you'll be watching closely for those numbers. But in the meantime, let's lay out what they've promised so far. An income tax cut, along with tax relief for workers and seniors. Here's more what it looks like. They are pledging to reduce income taxes for the lowest bracket by 2.25%, allow trades workers to write off commuting expenses like food and accommodation, and they want to increase how much seniors can earn tax-free by $10,000. What are your thoughts when you look at this plan? How would it work?
Well, it's just cutting taxes. Notice that there's nothing in there for unemployed people. It's merely a matter of trying to put more money in people's pockets, but that's a traditional conservative way of doing things, which is you control your own spending, don't look to us to do it. So the tax cut's a little more aggressive than the Liberals. Trying to encourage tradespeople is something that they identified during both the French and English debates as being key to unlocking the pipelines and the infrastructure for the East-West corridor that they want to build. And then again, trying to help seniors with a tax cut as well to try and boost them is not surprising. It's their standard MO.
Moshe, I'm glad you're here with us on this because it's been a short campaign. A lot of the promises feel like they overlap, so it's great to have you here to sort of break this down for us. Let's talk about the NDP. They're pairing their tax cut pledge with grocery price relief and increased support for people with disabilities. They're also promising to increase the tax-free income threshold to $19,500, introduce a grocery price cap on items that include pasta and baby formula, and double the Canada Disability Benefit. How effective is the NDP's affordability plan?
Well, they're clearly targeting lower-income Canadians. They're trying to offer that GST exemption, which is actually bad economics, but probably good politics. Nobody likes the GST other than economists. Trying to increase the threshold at which taxes kick in is itself a tax cut then. It's just that the tax cut is only within a limited range. Right now, the tax cuts that the Liberals and the Conservatives are offering begins at around $16,000 and goes up to $50,000. By raising the threshold from 16 to 19, then everybody of all income stages are going to get essentially tax relief on that $3,000 difference between them.
Moshe, I want to touch really quickly on what's missing from each party's plan because I want to get your take on how realistic they are. So first off, quickly, what's missing here from each of these plans?
Well, the NDP have released their costed amounts, and what's really missing is how they're going to pay for all of the spending that they're offering. I know that the numbers balance out, but it really looks like they had an Excel sheet with a couple of blank spaces, and then they just said, plug in a number here to make sure that everything works out. The Liberals have a nice mix of infrastructure spending and day-to-day spending to try and help the economy. I don't think that their plan is missing anything fundamentally other than how they're going to bring that spending under control over the medium to long term. What the Conservatives are missing is actual spending plans, and of course they haven't costed any of it out yet, and they're relying too much on tax cuts rather than looking at a bigger picture that might involve a little bit of spending as well. Of course, that's not the way that they want to do things when they're running a platform that's criticizing everybody else for spending, but really it is missing from their platform.
Moshe, I know that this is going to be up on our social media for people who want to listen to it again and sort of get a sense of where they lie and how these plans relate to them. Thanks for joining us this morning.
Anytime.
If you like that video, make sure to subscribe to the Your Morning YouTube feed, where you can find all kinds of new content posted every weekday morning.